want to talk about the whole LeBronversation, which was the interview between Pat McAfee and LeBron James the other day, or this past week, which was surprisingly hilarious and super insightful as well. Now, one big takeaway that I loved hearing was how once you find your passion, as I'm often saying, that can provide you happiness for the rest of your life. And as LeBron said, you really do have to love it, or else it's going to become work and it's not going to be enjoyable anymore. And you're going to have no desire to keep getting better at it. And that's the reason why he still loves showing up and working on his game even at 40 years old. And another powerful piece of wisdom that LeBron put out was to fall in love with the process and don't always be so worried about the end result. Because if you fall in love with the process, you show up to work every day, you continue grinding in yourself, believing in yourself, the outcome is going to take care of itself. Now look, is LeBron a perfect person? Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Far from it, as I've spoken about in the past, and we just to acknowledge the flaws of these celebrities and not see them as perfect and flawless. But if we're going to look at everything in totality, there's a ton that we could learn from him and from everyone, because, reminder, nothing is black or white. You have to be able to sift through it all and find the nuance. It was actually a really funny interview too.
The plane that we were getting on, the ladies on the plane were making chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, homemade.
So we had the same ladies all the time. It was a party of 6. They were rotating. Every time they knew I loved chocolate chip cookies, so they would get on and I would soft with a little crispy edge.
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, perfect. And I would get on, and they already knew. They'd bring me 2 cookies, and I'll get the gambling with the guys, and I got my cookies, and we good. And then one flight I got on, I looked at them, and they looked at me, and I'm like, oh, that look didn't look familiar. And I asked him, I was like, we got the? He was like, no, we're not allowed to, no more cookies on these flights.
What?
When Wade County had to leave and go to Chicago, I looked at the cookie situation. I was like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't that bad.
You lost a lot of cookies.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, D-Wade's millions and my cookies, I was like, okay, maybe I made it out safe. I was like, okay.
So, a very funny, humanizing story from this massive superstar. It's like even this big time celebrity who's essentially been in his own bubble for all these years, still likes cookies and can still laugh at Pat Riley taking away his cookies, but then taking away Dwayne Wade's contract. And no, once again, do not idolize them or put them on pedestals, and most likely don't be modeling your lifestyles after theirs, but there's no harm in learning from and listening to them, because we can always learn from their work ethics, what drives them, what makes them tick, and what keeps them going on this path to success in their craft and in their field. So whether you like LeBron, hate him, think he's evil, etc., you can't deny his star power. So whether for better or worse, it's guys like LeBron, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. These guys tend to have this crazy magnetic effect and magnetic energy that can't be explained with just simple science. So it's definitely an interesting phenomenon to look into.